Well, folks, welcome to another Friday fishing forecast, and I've got to say these weeks are going by fast. We're coming into the New Year's Eve weekend. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I know I did. I got to spend it with my grandkids, so that's always a good time, spending Christmas with them. Gets a little crazy, but it's fun. It looks like this weekend's weather, fishing inside the bay, is actually going to be pretty good. It's weird, as you can see here on the wind field, you see that it's going to be less than 5 miles, and between 5 and 10 miles an hour inside the bay. But once you get about 5 miles offshore, the wind starts blowing pretty good on Saturday and Sunday, and it's supposed to lay down on Monday. So if you have New Year's Day off and you're going to go fish, that could be a good day to go also. It's going to be a little cool, but I can tell you right now, the bite has been absolutely on fire offshore for hogfish, gag grouper, which we all know that they're not in season, but red grouper are coming up. They open up on Monday, and the mangrove snapper bite has been really good. If you wanted to concentrate on those, I would look into using shrimp or a crustacean type of bait like a crab or even a rock shrimp to catch the mangrove snapper, because they have been on fire along with the hogfish. We just went out and I'm working on the video now. We went out yesterday and did very well on the hogfish, caught gags to 33 inches. Tony caught his personal best 3 times over. So we caught a lot of gags, we caught a lot of hogfish. We're using a secret bait, and I'm going to do a video talking about that particular bait because I just got some in and I'm working on sourcing a lot more. So look out for that video because it will be very interesting. Some of you may already know what it is and some of you may not know what it is, but it's a bait that we've been using that we get as a bycatch in our shrimp orders, and literally all we've been catching on it is hogfish. There's no bycatch that we've been catching. I think we may have caught a porgy, but that was it. All the rest have been hogfish. So watch out for that video. It will be called Secret Bait for Hogfish. That will be coming out very, very soon. Let's go ahead and get into the tides and salooners for this weekend and see what we have in store. Okay, on Saturday we have a negative low tide at a 0.5 at a 946. Then we have a high tide at a 1.0 foot at 456, and then a outgoing tide that doesn't move to 7:48 p.m. at a 1.0. On Sunday we have a low tide at 10:23 a.m. at a negative 0.4. Then we have a high tide at 5:22 p.m. at a 1.1. Then we have a outgoing tide at a 0.9 foot at 9:20. On Monday, we have a negative low tide at 10:55 a.m. at a negative 0.2. Then we have a high tide at 5:45 p.m. at a 1.2. Then we have another low tide at 10:45 p.m. at a 0.7. As far as the salooners go, we have a minor feeding time from 9:41 a.m. to 10:41 a.m. And then we have a major from 2:42 p.m. to 4:42 p.m. Then on Sunday we have a minor feeding time from 10:13 a.m. to 11:13 a.m. Then we have a major feeding time from 3:24 p.m. to 5:24 p.m. Then on Monday we have a minor feeding time from 10:41 a.m. to 11:41 a.m. Then we have a major feeding time from 4:04 p.m. to 6:04 p.m. Now on that major feeding time on Monday, it coincides with the sun setting. So as you've heard me talk about before, when the sun is rising or sun is setting, there's a barometric change. It typically lowers. And when that happens during the sunset and sunrise, the fish will put on the feed bag, and then with that minor or major feeding time, it enhances it even more. And if you guys haven't really paid attention on the last video and the video coming up, we talk primarily about the salooner times and how important they are and how well we've done on the major feeding time in the last couple of episodes that we did. So you want to pay attention to the minor and majors. If you haven't, I would highly recommend doing that because they are about 90% dead on. That's, I would say, 90%. So if you're not paying attention, pay attention to those. Again, I just want to say thank you to all the support with the bait shop. we just get more and more people in every day. I just want to reiterate that we do have bait in stock. We have shrimp, we have pinfish, we have frozen bait, we have everything you need. We have ice, we have drinks, we have snacks, we have everything right here. So if you're going out on the water and you're going to be on the Little Manatee River or going by it, stop in, say hello, buy your stuff from us. We really appreciate all the support. Can't thank you enough. Again, if you get a chance to go fishing this weekend, the Saturday looks pretty decent in the bay. Sunday looks good in the bay. Monday looks better for offshore. The winds are going to be light inland and then heavy offshore, just like they're heavy inshore right now, but they're supposed to die off. And it should be a beautiful weekend. Again, the highs are going to be in the high 60s, and the lows it's going to be chilly in the morning, so just be prepared for that. You don't necessarily have to get out at first light because those fish are going to be adjusting to that cold weather. Again, thank you so much. We really appreciate the support. Fish more, catch more, and we'll see you on the flip side.